What's up, guys? So today I'll be talking about good governance. So basically, good governance is the process by which decisions are made and the process by which those decisions become implemented or fail to be implemented. So when you analyze governance, basically you are analyzing the formal and informal structures that embody that whole decision making process, or the implementation process. So for example, when you have a rural area, there are key people who are going to be involved in governance. That is, so of course you have the government itself, you have the military. So apart from that, you have now the civil society, and this is mostly comprised of influential landlords or ladies, corporations. You have NGOs, you have research institutions, you have peasant farmers, you have religious leaders. Of course, the church becomes, it's hard to separate church and state, so the church is a very key factor in the governance process. And then you have political parties, and of course the business community. Now in urban areas it is even more complex, but at the national level you have, in addition to those members I've mentioned of the civil society, you have the media, you have lobbyists, you have international donors and multinational corporations, right? And so, as I've said, all actors apart from the military and the government are called the civil society. So that's what we mean when we talk about the civil society. Now, it is important to note that in some countries, organized criminal syndicates tend to also have a role in the decision making process. So maybe among the you can think of people such as the Mongeke. So in some countries that does happen. And so that is now the formal part. Now the informal part, especially at the national level, you're going to have people such as, you're going to have informal structures that influence decision making. So these are things such as kitchen cabinets. These are things such as the mafia. You have you may have specific informal government advisors, or you may also have you may also have influential families, right? So very powerful families, they are going to have a role in the decision making process. And often these informal structures tend to be as a result of corrupt practices, or they often lead to corrupt practices. But basically, that's governance. Now, for good governance, you can remember it. It has 8 major aspects. You can remember it by the by the acronym PACTRIF. So, good governance is participatory, it is accountable, it is consensus oriented, it is transparent, it is responsive, it is effective and efficient, it is equitable and inclusive, and it follows the rule of law. In my next video, I will delve into those 8 aspects and talk about them further. Stay tuned.